Have you ever been outside and felt a sudden chill on a warm day? Or maybe watched the clouds gather in a way that just feels, I don't know, intentional? We usually look to science to explain the weather, right? But what if there's another story, a much older one, that connects the sky right above us to the feelings we have inside? Today, we're going to explore that very story. So, we're about to dive into some ancient Buddhist texts that give us a completely different way of looking at our world. And trust me, this isn't just about meteorology. We're talking about cosmology, ethics, and these hidden threads that might just tie them all together.
For just a minute, think beyond the science. Not how does it get cold, but why? What's the deeper reason a breeze suddenly picks up right when it does? Well, these are the kinds of questions our ancient sources actually dare to answer.
It turns out the Samyutta Nikaya, which is a collection of discourses from way back, over 2,000 years ago, has an answer you definitely weren't taught in school. It suggests that weather isn't some impersonal force at all. In fact, it might be something, well, personal.
Okay, so if it's a personal force, who's behind it? Well, the texts introduce us to this really specific class of celestial beings, or Devas, who are said to literally live in the clouds and influence our weather. The Pali term for them is Vaḷāhaka Deva. It's a bit of a mouthful, I know. It translates to something like beings belonging to the company of cloud deities. So try to imagine this realm sort of intertwined with our own atmosphere, and it's populated by these beings. They aren't all powerful gods, but more like celestial entities with this unique, special connection to the elements.
And the texts get super specific here. It's not just one type of cloud deva. There are 5 distinct groups. You've got the Siddha Vaḷāhaka, those are the ones connected with cold. Then the Una Vaḷāhaka, linked to heat. The Abba Vaḷāhaka bring the mist and fog. Vata Vaḷāhaka are for the wind. And finally, the Vasa Vaḷāhaka, the Devas of the rain. Okay, so the next logical question is, how do they do it? Are they like celestial employees, punching a clock to manage the world's weather? Well, the truth is actually something way more profound and pretty unexpected.
Now here's the incredible part. The text says that for the cold cloud Devas, when the thought simply arises to enjoy themselves, to just indulge in their own delight, it becomes cold. The weather isn't a job for them. It's a direct, external manifestation of their inner state of mind. And this same idea applies to all 5 types of Devas. Their mood literally becomes our weather.
This raises a pretty fascinating question, right? If these are beings in a specific state of existence, well, how do you get there? It turns out the texts actually give us a kind of roadmap for being reborn among these cloud Devas.
The path has 3 main parts. First, you have to practice sukharitam, which just means good conduct in what you do, what you say, and what you think. Second, you have to hear about these long-living, beautiful, happy Devas and form a real, sincere wish to join them. That intention, that's the spark. According to the text, it's the combo of good conduct and that focused intention that leads to the 3rd step, rebirth in their company after this life ends. And it's not just about general good conduct. The path can also be built through specific acts of generosity, or dana. The texts even mention things like giving food and giving light as actions that create the karmic cause for this specific kind of celestial rebirth. It's a pretty beautiful picture of how our actions can ripple out in ways we can't even imagine. So let's step back. What's the big picture here? When you put all these pieces together, you get this vision of the cosmos that isn't just physically connected, but ethically connected. A universe where our choices can have a real, tangible impact on the world around us. And this is really the heart of it all. This deep, powerful link between our personal lives and the cosmos. In this worldview, your ethical choices, your generosity, your intentions, they don't just shape your own future. They can actually lead to a state of being where your very delight literally shapes the physical world. Your personal actions have cosmic consequences. I mean, think about how radically different that is from our modern view. We see weather as impersonal atmospheric physics. This ancient view sees it as the direct result of beings' intentions. We see a world of natural forces. They saw a world that was woven together not just by physics, but by the moral fabric of karma itself. And all of that leaves us with one final thought to ponder. For a second, just set aside the question of whether you believe this literally. Just embrace the core idea that your inner state and your ethical actions have a direct impact on the world around you. If that were true, what kind of weather would your life be making today?